going on? How's everyone doing?
Shout out to Colin. Everybody else who's cool with Colin.
Chunky! I didn't say.
Get your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, tell Colin I'm ready.
What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a great night so far. Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. Halfway through the work week. Only 2 days left. All right. You guys want to watch some court? I want to watch some court. Let's watch some court. What do I have tonight? I've got a Judge Oakley clip. He streamed today. So we've got a good Judge Dad moment out of Judge Oakley today, where he gave a kid a speech, and it's a good one. So yeah, we've got a Judge DiSanto clip, the Judge Irochi, and then a new judge. Well, at least a new judge to my channel. He looks like he's 80, so there's no way he's a new judge, but you know what I mean. All right, you guys ready? Before I hit that play button, you know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe. Do your jump kick backflips. Let's go.
Waiting for defense counsel.
All right.
Now, are we ready on Singleton?
Gentlemen, your appearance is on Singleton.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning. Steve Allen on behalf of the people.
And good morning to your honor, court staff, Jonathan Roberts, B 86428 on behalf of Mr. Singleton. Statement in the court.
Thank you. What do we got?
Your Honor, with your approval,
Terry with the 12 months. Thank you so much, Terry. Congratulations on the 1 year, and thank you. I very much appreciate it, and good to see you. Hopefully you had a good day. What's up, Mary?
the defendant will plead guilty to 2 counts. He'll plead guilty to count 3, driving while license suspended. And also, the judge added count 4, and count 4 is a 1-year misdemeanor known as attempt, fleeing and eluding in the 4th degree, and that would be under the penal code, Judge.
All right. And Mr. Singleton, have you discussed your rights and options with counsel? You understand those rights and the options they present to you today? You understand the possible penalty for those 2 charges? Attempt and the drove while license suspended? Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty to those charges? Are you doing so freely and voluntarily today? Are you doing so freely and voluntarily? All right, counsel, if you would voir dire, give me the facts I need. Incident date, August 23, counsel, if that's what you're looking for.
On that date and time, Mr. Singleton, were you in a motor vehicle? Were you driving that vehicle? At some point during that evening, did you encounter the police? And did the police flick their lights on to indicate that they were initiating stop? And did you disregard those lights and continue driving down the road? At the time you were driving down the road, you did understand that those were police officers. Defense is satisfied.
All right. And at that time, was your license suspended, revoked, or denied, sir? I'll accept the plea to the added charge and dismiss original counts 1 and 2. Well, 3 was the charge, DWLS. So I'm inclined to send it for a pre-sentence investigation unless you guys try to talk me out of it.
This is the first offense that's going to be under HIDA. I think, this court hasn't.
No objection to HIDA? Sorry to cut you off, counsel. All right, go ahead, counsel.
Supervision, structured and downtown.
Biggin! Thank you so much for the raid, my friend. I appreciate it. Welcome to all the raiders. Biggin, that is awesome. Thank you. We are just getting started. There's not much to explain. This is Judge Oakley. He streamed today, so I grabbed this clip. This is a kind of a feel good. Judge Oakley gives this kid a speech, and Hopefully he listens to him. But Biggin, thank you so much for the raid. I do appreciate it. And Jedi, thank you for the super chat. Mary Smith, 1.5 to 2 minute late fee. Thank you, Jedi. I appreciate it.
Mhm.
There shouldn't be any issues. Part of these conditions, I think, are they want you that goes to get that license worked on. You can't drive until that license is,
Right, right.
up to speed. So to say, in terms of finding some costs, his family is here, has a lot of support.
Good.
First, last time they said.
No priors? Okay.
Your Honor, if I may,
Yeah, please.
especially recommend reporting probation, no jail, under the useful phase 6.
Thank you. Mr. Singleton, where'd you go to high school? Graduate? You're in your senior year? What's your GPA? Yeah, and in 30 years on the bench, that means it's not nearly as high as it could be. Am I right? What are your plans post high school? Yeah, what do you plan on doing after high school? Okay. What do you have to do to get your driver's license straightened out? Has he ever had a license, counsel?
I think it's been tickets.
Okay,
I don't know what,
okay,
just the tickets to, or the
Right.
license.
Yeah, you can barely hear him. It's not important to hear him to understand what's going on, though. Yeah, just we're here for the speech that Judge Oakley's about to give him. Katie, thank you so much for the 15 months. I appreciate it. That is awesome. 15. Thank you, Katie. And Tracy for the 2. Thank you, Tracy. Oops. I keep clicking too fast. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate it.
Is that woman with the head bobbing back there, mom? Sister? I'm sorry to hear that. Can I hear from your sister? Because it sounds like she might know more about your business than you do. Is that all right? Ma'am, come on up. State your name for me. Miss Singleton, do you know the status of his license? Come on up here with a microphone so I can hear you better. You're all right, come on up. Because of too many points? Can you run it? Print it out? He got in enough to see me. That's too much.
Hey, what's up, Saul? If it's the case, was it the case from yesterday? I think it was, maybe 2 days ago. If that's the dog case you're talking about, no, I didn't get that intentionally. I don't like covering those kind of cases. If it's the one I'm thinking of. If it happened today, I have no idea what you're talking about.
And that's too much. Yeah. His biggest trouble is because he can't tell me he's doing the best he can in school. I didn't make that kid. And the fact that you're a father is not going to make your life easier without an education.
Yeah, I didn't get it. You said out of Texas? Yeah, I didn't get it today. I don't know if I watched any Texas court today, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, Sally.
Keep talking off, bud, because I'm getting ready to send you. Keep talking. Keep flapping those jaws. Because you're telling me all I need to know about you right now.
So she comes to me. Having this dad and it's like, we think it's wrong. There is a lot there.
Absolutely. And it all sucks. It all sucks. But every day this young man gets up and he gets to make his own choices today. And he's been making bad choices. Keep your dick in your pants. You wouldn't have a kid at 18 without a high school education. Tell me I'm wrong. Smart man, tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah, when I was skimming through this docket, Judge Oakley's docket today, I landed right on that, and I was just gonna take it for a little soundbite, and then I heard the rest of the speech. Like, okay, no, that's good. We're gonna listen to this whole speech.
Counsel, come on up. I can't let you have it, but I want you to look at it because the way I'm reading that, it says he's eligible for restricted right now. But it's been years since I could read those because they keep changing the format and they keep making them worse. I think he's eligible for driving privileges. Would you agree or disagree?
Suspension effective from July. I don't know how long the suspension would last. I'm fine. I mean, as a condition, I would be fine with either saying he just cannot drive without a valid license, and that would kind of solve the issue.
All right.
Your Honor, may I address the court?
Yeah, please.
Thank you, Rob. If he's convicted of suspended license, as you all know.
It's gonna, Yeah.
So, your permission, Judge, I would like to have him plead instead of reckless driving count 2. I think there will be more benign versus driving record.
I didn't know that points.
it's gonna be 6 points versus 2. The DWS is 2 points.
Judge, if I may, I would.
I'll tell you what, hold on. Let's get outside the box a little bit. If you want to be generous,
Yeah.
let him plead to allowing an unlicensed driver to operate, which is the same thing you'd give her if she let him drive when he was suspended, right?
I'll adopt that.
No points. All right. Won't stop you from straightening his license out. And I'm going to require that he get his license before he's off this HIDA, or I won't give him HIDA. You understand that? So he just agreed to save you 2 points and another suspension period. Yes? When are you supposed to graduate? Mid-year or spring? All right, Mr. Singleton, I'm going to do a 12-month delayed sentence under Holmes Youthful Trainee Act. I'm not going to assess any money. You will report to my probation department on a regular basis, and that could be by email. They'll work that out with you. I'm assuming you can give them transportation a couple times. All right, so as long as you're on track for the first month or two, they'll probably let you just do it on email. I'm going to require that you get your driver's license straightened out before the 12 months is up. I'm going to require that you get a high school diploma before the 12 months is up. And I'm also going to order 30 hours of community service charity work. That means you volunteer with some nonprofit agency that's registered with the IRS, church, soup kitchen, Salvation Army, Boys and Girls Club. I don't care. As long as it's an IRS recognized nonprofit, 30 hours, document those 30 hours. And I want that done between now and December 1, 2025. Do you have any questions about what you have to do to get the benefit of HIDA? All right. Understand, I'm still holding jail time over your head. Make my tail wag or you probably will go to jail. You understand that? All right. Now, I have to say this or I will not sleep tonight. Dude, I am glad I didn't have your problems as a kid. But with respect, with sympathy, I want you to hear what I'm about to tell you. The world does not give a shit if your life sucks till you're dead because of the problems you had in your youth. The world doesn't care. Okay? If I had a magic wand, I would tap you on the head and give you a perfect childhood. I can't do that, but I can tell you what I know after 40 years in this business. Dude, you got to make your own future. Your past does not define your future. Your past sucks. I hear it. All right. I'm sympathetic, but man up. Every morning you get up and make good decisions. You work hard. You sacrifice now so you don't have to sacrifice when you're 50 and 60. Because if you don't start doing things better, you know what you're doing? Your child is going to have the struggles you've had. You want the boy or girl? Girl. You want that for your little girl? Hell no. Quit focusing on the past, the things that didn't happen the way they should have, and seize the future, man. All right, I'll sleep tonight. Anything else, counsel? All right, he needs to go down to probation. Sister, thank you. You're welcome, counsel.
We have several other things to waive.
I'm ready. Been ready all morning. You guys all sisters? Bless your hearts. He don't know how lucky he is, does he? Tell him.
I'll be back. All right.
How cool is that? 3 of his sisters coming with him.
Did you hear me? Thank you.
Hmm?
Did you hear me? After that whole thing, I look for it. So we needed.
This
All right. I told you that was a good speech. Told you. All right, let's move on. Is DiSanto next? I think Judge DiSanto's next. Let's go.
All right, we're on the record in the matter of city.
Oh, and I want to shout out Shemke. His mustache is looking awesome. Yep, that's all I'm gonna say.
Find out there's one here. 24632A.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Christopher Shemke, appearing on behalf of my client.
Good afternoon. I apologize for the delay on that. Ms. Collier, your name for the record, please. Joy Clear. I apologize. Okay. And so yesterday we were working toward the sentencing on the probation violation and peer review. However, Ms. Cloutier had somebody there with her that continued to speak when not to, and Ms. Cloutier was not necessarily, it didn't appear as though answering independently. I recall, counsel, that that your client was requesting for probation to be revoked and to serve jail time. And this court, in trying to ascertain how much jail time, determined that Ms. Cloutier had actually completed about 75% of her probation requirements. And Ms. Cloutier seemed to say, and correct me if I'm wrong, ma'am, that you didn't think that you should have to do community service only if you wanted it.
Yeah.
Only if you wanted to voluntarily do it, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And that was the condition, the court had ordered 75 hours, and you've completed, you said you have 10 hours left to do?
Yeah.
Okay, and you have not yet cleared up your warrant in, I think it was 10.
Yeah, on the weekends and every other Tuesday. Absolutely.
Tennessee, wasn't it?
That's correct.
Okay, and that you completed the Mad Big Cement Patch panel, and you completed the chemical awareness program.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
Okay, and so you want the court to revoke probation, sentence you to jail because you don't want to complete the balance of 10 hours of community service?
And $1,000.
The money doesn't go away because you're in jail.
Well,
The fines and costs are assessed as is.
you could, I mean, if I'm serving time for the crime. Anyways, like, there's no reason I should have fines for that.
The court assessed fines and costs. The court didn't say fines and costs or jail. It was fines and costs and probation. The court doesn't have to waive the fines and costs because you serve jail time now.
I mean, okay. Doesn't mean I'm gonna pay them. Not gonna lie. I mean, I'm gonna try my best. That's all I'm gonna do.
And so
I'm not saying I'm not gonna pay them. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try my best to like pay them.
And so the recommendation, regarding extension of probation for 3 months from November 21st of 25, attend outpatient counseling, 5 days jail, plus the 5 days that's court already suspended, which should be 10 days jail. You want the court to not adopt that, to revoke probation and sentence you to jail because of 10 days of community service that you don't want to serve?
Okay, I understand. I can do the 10 hours if you want me to. Okay, if you want me to do that, I can do that. I don't mind. Okay. I just what? Okay, my question is that's what I was told was that if I just do the 3 months, like my probation's closed. That's case closed.
It doesn't, but the fines and costs are still due and owing that have been assessed.
Okay.
So, right, it would be closed, but your fines and costs would still be due and owing. A case can be closed and still have to pay on the fines and costs. So. Do you still want to revoke probation or do you want to continue on probation?
Am I gonna get more probation time? And it's like, what are my like for like we're here for like for a drug use or an allegation?
We are here because you tested positive for cocaine on August 14th and you pled guilty to the probation violation. So you are here today for sentencing on that probation violation, as well as the jail review from your last violation of probation in June. So that where the court suspended 5 days jail. So that's what we're here for today, ma'am.
Okay. Can you just like, okay, so how do I get this closed? How do I like complete this in a proficient, faster way? Cause it'd be nice
What would be nice?
to just get this done. I don't wanna like, I'm trying to just get it done.
Well, perhaps not violating probation would be one way, ma'am.
That's reasonable, okay?
Counsel, do you want a moment to speak with your client in the breakout room? So you can
No,
answer
Your
that
Honor, I
question?
don't. We've had multiple conversations. She understands she can either do the community service, which I highly recommend, and complete probation with improvement. I can only request what she keeps asking, but if she now would like to complete probation, which I think would be a smart maneuver, considering it wouldn't sidestep financial responsibilities, and would keep her out of custody, it's my advice, and it won't change in person or in a private room, that she should complete the 10 hours community service, considering she isn't working.
Okay. So,
Oh.
yeah.
Shemke was a little short right there, wasn't he? He's like, nah, no, I don't want to talk to her again. I don't need to. She's not paying me. I'm a public defender. No, I've got more important things to do. I love it.
Do you want to continue with your request to revoke probation, or do you want the court to continue with its sentencing on the probation violation and the jail review?
I'm sorry, what?
Well, you've requested the court, by way of your attorney, revoke probation. However, your attorney has indicated that he strongly recommends that you don't continue with your request to revoke probation. And that, so let me ask that question. Do you want to continue with the request to revoke probation or not?
I'd like it like revoked, like as in like, what do you mean revoked?
Revoke means that it would show that the court terminated your probation, so the court, revoked your privilege of being on probation, and the case would be closed without improvement. That does not negate your financial responsibility. And the court could sentence you to jail.
For how long?
Ma'am, I'm not playing these back and forth games. I'm not playing the back and forth games. So you can either revoke your probation as you requested yesterday, or as your attorney has
What would
indicated,
be the best?
please don't interrupt while I'm talking to you. Or you can, accept your attorney's advice and not ask this court to revoke probation.
Okay, if I don't revoke it, do I just get like 5-10 days on probation and then just finish my probation?
Let me find it and the confirmation.
Like, okay, I'm asking, sorry. What, so what's gonna happen because of the violation? That part. Like, I'm confused. I don't know what to do here.
Well, here's the thing from you, the court's not going to revoke probation because this Cloutier is not, requesting that anymore. So the court's not going to revoke probation. And counsel asked to the recommendation,
Your Honor, I'd ask that she be given an ample opportunity to have another court date scheduled within a short period of time to see what progress she can make towards her community service.
We'll be done. Please.
okay. Well, here's what the other issue we have is that this court already suspended 5 days jail, June 17th. Ms. Cloutier's last violation. Which showed the use of alcohol. This time showed the use of cocaine. Yeah, what's going on?
I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say.
Okay. All right, what the court's going to do is the court, based upon the close proximity of these violations, the court's going to order you to continue with the options of probation. The court's going to extend probation for a period of 3 months from November
So I have to
25.
probation for 3 more months.
Dan?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to understand, so I'm asking questions.
Okay, well, right.
So I can point like it.
Excuse me, I'm putting forward my order. So when I'm done, I'll ask if you have any questions. $50 probation violation fee. The court is going to also order you to attend outpatient counseling. The court is going to also order you to serve the 5 days jail that was suspended. I'm going to suspend the 5 days jail that was recommended for today. For this current violation. Questions, ma'am?
No.
What was that? I didn't hear you.
Sorry.
Yeah, which I didn't know you can tell the court.
Nothing.
You're telling your opinion. You don't need to say that in front of the record.
Yes,
Just the court.
yes, yes.
You're going to serve your 5 days starting today, so you're gonna go out this door today, the officer will,
How many days?
just for you, 5 days
Okay.
from the jail review, the 5 days jail.
Yeah, MB, I don't know. I missed it as well. I just chalked it up to pouting, but she must have said something under her breath.
This court ordered on the current,
Can I just
Violation.
amount of time for jail?
excuse me, the 5 days jail this court ordered for this current violation
Yes.
is suspended. What was your question?
What's suspended?
The 5 days jail from the current violation. What was your question?
How long do I have in jail?
5 days.
Okay, that's it. And then I still have, you're gonna keep me out of literally for me to like just go and do my community service. You're gonna prevent me like for 5 days just to like for what?
I'm sorry.
I could literally
No, I don't understand your question.
like what's the point in even going to jail for 5 days? Like what's the point?
Because, ma'am, this court previously suspended your jail from you violating probation by testing positive in June. And so now you've tested positive for cocaine. So you're going to serve the 5 days jail for that I originally suspended back in June. That's what that's for.
Alright. Is there any way that we could do something about it not being I paid 800? Like lower the payments.
Yeah, if you'd like to file a motion to amend payment plan or anything of that nature, you can certainly do so. After you serve your 5 days and you want to communicate with your probation officer, and if that's what you're requesting to do, you can certainly do that.
Can I let my father know? Can you take me to like?
No, we're gonna pull
let
right
my father
there.
know?
Sit right there. I'll take care of everything. Have a seat right here.
Yes, sir.
Quiet.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you, Mr. Stemke.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, Jedi. That's how Shumke rolls. It always looks like he's not paying attention. We used to joke that he was playing Candy Crush. Yeah, that one was fun. All right, moving on. Now we're moving to Conneaut, Ohio. Judge Iarochi. Let's go. Judge Yelly is what a lot of you like to call him.
Court is on the record in City of Conneaut versus Michelle Leggett. Case numbers 24 CRB 178, 21 CRB 137. These cases are set for a sentence compliance hearing today. Ms. Leggett is present. She is without counsel, and also present is Probation Officer Sean Benoit. In the 24 CRB 178 case, we were here on August 7th, 2025 for a sentence compliance hearing. It was at that hearing that the court learned that Ms. Leggett had not been complying with the recommendations of substance abuse treatment from Signature Health. And on that date, I ordered that she comply with any and all substance abuse and mental health recommendations, treatment recommendations through Community Counseling Center rather than Signature Health, as I originally ordered. And then I scheduled a sentence compliance hearing for September 4th upon the written request of Ms. Leggett. That was continued to today's date. One of the things that one of the reasons.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. He does. I don't know if it's sobriety court or some kind of specialty court, or maybe it's when people like finish probation. But he'll have balloons and like cake in here every once in a while. And I just when that happens, I just don't watch it. But that'd be funny if I played one of those instead. So you got to see them all happy and yeah.
I guess Ms. Leggett saw the continuance was with respect to completion of community work service toward her fines and costs. She did submit a written request to volunteer at the Ashtabula Dream Center in Ashtabula as part of community work service, and I granted that request. So We'll start with that issue. Has Ms. Leggett provided any community work service to you?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Leggett.
Just wait. Just wait. This one actually isn't that bad. He doesn't go off the rails like he does sometimes, but he definitely he yells a little bit.
You requested that I grant you the ability to go to Asheville to do community work service at the Asheville Dream Center. I would have thought that today you would have brought some proof of that.
Well, I did talk to her name, I think her name was Judy, and I did set up and asked her to do it, and I did get the letter to you, and then I got back. Well, they've moved and they got a new building, and I don't know what's been going on, but I've been calling her and constantly trying to get in there. She's had some stuff come up, so she's prolonged me coming in. So I'm getting money on Friday. I'm going to make a payment of anything on Friday to pay a $50 payment. Other than that, I haven't been able to get in there because of I haven't gone because of I don't know, something with whatever they're doing with the new building, but I'm going to go ahead and set something else up instead. Maybe try to go to the hall place or something, because I need to do that.
Ms. Leggett, are you still unemployed?
Yes, I am. I just got my Social Security was denied, and I've been looking for a job. I am in the job. I'm doing the job program now. With community counseling and the job thing, and I started that already.
Okay, well, let's go back in time here. I originally allowed you, and we're going back to your original conviction and sentence on June 26th of 2024. Now that's almost 15 months ago. And it was at that time that I allowed you to perform community work service in lieu of fines and costs. Since that date, you were found to have violated your probation on April 16th of 2025. So that was 5 months ago. And again, I reiterated that I thought I reiterated that you were to perform community work service in lieu of fines and costs. I did at that time order you to apply for SSI and to gain and maintain employment. We were back here on actually you submitted a written request on May 6th, 4 months ago. Asking to complete community work service in lieu of fines.
It's Judge Iorochi. I don't know how to spell it. I no idea how to spell it. Iorochi though, out of Conneaut, Ohio.
Costs, which I had already ordered, but I granted it again, and then I set a hearing for August 7th. So here we are today. 15 months after I originally allowed you to perform community work service in lieu of fines and costs in these cases, and you have not presented any evidence of community work service. So help me understand, Ms. Leggett. Help me understand why.
Well, when I didn't have the money, so I asked you to do that for the Dream Center. I haven't done it because the lady hasn't, I don't know.
Look, Ms. Leggett.
It's my fault.
Hold on. The Asheville Dream Center is not the only nonprofit organization that exists. We have a list of pre-approved community work service providers. Plus, if there are any others that aren't on that list that you would like to do community work service at, all you have to do is ask me. And then I'll grant you as long as I find an appropriate agency. So I'm tired of the excuses, Ms. Leggett. When are you going to do work service? You've been denied now, SSI. Is this the first you've heard of this?
Yes, Your Honor.
When did you find out you were denied?
Last week, Virginia at Catholic Charities called me to let me know that they got a denial.
Okay, so you've now been denied. Now you're telling me you're going to.
Grammar school, good to see you, my friend. And I am sorry I missed your super chat the other night. You hit me right at the end of the stream, and I missed it. I apologize. But have you hit your goal yet for your 500 subs? So then we can watch your wife tase you. That's the plan. I don't know how close to your goal you are though.
Pay $50 on Friday. Where's that coming from? You don't have any income.
No, but I borrowed because I need to take care of it. I'm trying to get back.
But I'm giving you an opportunity to do community service in lieu of fines and costs. I've given you that opportunity for 15 months. And not 1 hour has been presented to this court. You know, I'm about ready to set this case for a contempt hearing. For you to show me why I should not hold you in contempt of court for failing to provide community work service. So, let's move on from that temporarily. With respect to her compliance with Community Counseling Center, Officer Benoit, how is she doing?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's weird. Why did it just end? Yeah, I don't really understand what just happened. That wasn't over. Did they cut YouTube right then? I don't know. I need to go see what happened. I can't do that tonight, guys. I'm sorry. That sucks. Yeah, it's Cheshire Cat. Yeah, I know I broke it. That's weird. Yeah, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna harp on it tonight. I will check. Hopefully, it was just something wrong with the download or the upload. He doesn't delete, so I can go back and see what happened and just play it again. So if it is on my end, I'll fix it and I'll play the rest of it tomorrow night. All right, let's move. Okay, now we're moving on to what I think is the best case of the night. We're moving down to. Oh, we actually are going to Texas. I did watch Texas today. No, this happened yesterday. I don't know. This is the landlord tenant case, but it's hilarious. I shouldn't say hilarious. It's dumb. Okay. This is the judge that I've never seen before too. I think this is a pro tem judge anyways. It's not a he's in a judge is it Judge Holmes? I think it's Judge Holmes's spot to for this docket. I'm repeating myself. Let's just go.
Back to J3 EV 25001184, which is Garden Terrace Housing versus Akeisha Moore. And have the parties had an opportunity to visit and talk about this or not?
I do not believe they've spoken, Your Honor.
Okay, and your name, please, ma'am?
Sarah True,
Okay,
attorney for plaintiff.
That's right in front of me. And let's see, is she here, Alkeisha Moore?
Yes, I'm here.
Have you and Miss True had an opportunity to talk about this matter or not?
They gave me a paper, they gave me an eviction notice. When they gave me an eviction notice, I just paid a bill. I just paid a bill this past couple of days, like 2 days ago, and they giving me papers to the mailbox.
Okay, would it do any good? Would it do
yes.
any good for the two of you to visit, or have we gone beyond the point?
It's
Your
okay.
Honor.
Excuse me. You can go ahead.
Sorry. Your Honor, this is not for the non-payment of rent. This is for prohibitive conduct issues. There have been several instances of prohibited conduct, so I don't believe that a discussion would be beneficial in this case.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I skimmed over the petition ahead of time. All right. We better just go ahead with the hearing then, and the plaintiff's ready to proceed.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
And are you ready to proceed, Ms. Moore?
Yes.
Okay. The plaintiff may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. This is an eviction based on breaches of the lease related to prohibited conduct. Specifically, the defendant has breached paragraph 11.1 of the lease, by behaving in a loud or dangerous manner and threatening the comfort and safety of multiple members of Garden Terrace staff. In the first instance, this occurred in March of 2025. I submitted a video as Exhibit 3 for this. The video is a little difficult to see, but I do have a witness here that can testify to who the parties in the video are. But in this video, there's a staff member and the defendant is seen dressed in all black waiting by the staff member's car in the dark after she had gotten off of her shift, and is seen swinging a branch at the staff member while the staff member backs away in a defensive position, and the police were called to the property in response to this. And I also have a witness here, Anna, if you can confirm that this is what the video shows and that the defendant is seen in the video threatening the staff member with a branch.
Yes, that is what happened. We did have a staff member and when we did give the lease violation to Alkeisha on one of the following days after that incident, she did admit to me and my assistant and the program manager at that time that she went out her window and she did grab a branch, and that she had went to the staff member's vehicle to wait for when she got off her shift to confront her.
Can I say something? Excuse me.
We'll give you a chance, ma'am.
Okay, thank
Let's let them finish and then you'll have your chance.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, Anna. And then during the second instance of conduct, the defendant entered the front office of Garden Terrace on June 11th of 2025 around 2 p.m. and threatened the acting manager, Anna Alvarez, at Garden Terrace, screaming that she was going to get her and that she would wait for her to get off work. Anna, in your own words, can you explain a little bit about what happened that day, please?
Yes. So it was around 1:40.
Let me, before I go, can I get you to raise your right hand, please? The testimony you've given this hearing, you promise to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
So it was around 1:45 on June the 11th of 2025, and I heard Alkeisha screaming very loudly in the lobby area, which there had been some verbal behavior against me that was progressively getting worse and prior to that week. So I knew that her yelling was mainly coming towards me. And per our corporate office directives, they want us to kind of stay inside of our offices to make sure that we are safe. So at that time, it was a situation where I did have other employees informing me what was going on, even though I could hear her screaming inside of my office. I couldn't necessarily hear what she was saying, but they were warning me that she was saying that she wanted to fight me. That it was a situation that she was angry, that she wanted to fight me, and they were saying to please make sure that I was staying locked up inside of my office, and that she had mentioned that she was waiting for me to get off work. It was a situation where I had the resident services team come in. So I'll just kind of read you what I wrote. I just put, so I stayed in my office. I knew the screaming was being directed at me. Due to my door being shut, I couldn't make out exactly what she was screaming, but my assistant came into the office and told me that she was saying that she would wait until 4 o'clock when I exited the office. And I had the staff member mention that they were scared for what that might mean. I texted my supervisor at that time, and then she had it to where she worked out with another coworker to kind of cause a distraction with Alkeisha, so that way she couldn't see me exit my office. And so I had it to where I had to have another coworker and along with my maintenance man escort me out of my office in a different part of the building. So then that way she would not be able to see me when I left. And then later on, she sat there until almost 4 o'clock. This incident happened at 1:45. So she sat in the lobby area just waiting for me to leave. And then when I had to come back to get one of my bags, because I had to abruptly leave around 5:30, the shift clerk that was working that night, because I had to call from my vehicle, and the shift clerk had to bring me my bag, and was saying that she still was sitting out there from 4 to 5 saying that she was going to get me or get my ass, and waiting for me to come out of the office.
And Your Honor, I also submitted an Exhibit 4, which is an incident statement that the staff filled out after this, which was what I believe Anna was reading off of before. So the court has a copy of that as well.
Okay.
And then Anna, can you explain to me just very briefly how you kind of felt or if you were afraid during this instance that occurred in June?
Yeah, I was extremely nervous for myself, especially with the first incidents that took place, knowing that she had went through a window and grabbed a blunt object and had met that person and knew what time that person had got off work. It was the same behavior that was being acted out towards me because she knew kind of when my shift ended, and she was making mentioning of that to other staff members, like that she was just going to sit and wait for me to leave. So I was extremely nervous. I actually asked to work on a different property the next day, because I was nervous about what she could possibly do. And the fact that it was hours long, it wasn't just one outburst where she said it quickly and then walked away. It was hours of her saying the same thing over and over again.
Thank you, Anna. And then based on the conduct during these two incidents, Your Honor, the plaintiff delivered a 30-day notice to vacate on June 28th. Chandeli, can you confirm that this notice was hand-delivered and mailed to the defendant?
Yes, it was.
Thank you. And then, Your Honor, to our knowledge, the defendant is not vacated, so we are seeking possession, court costs, and attorney's fees in the amount of $1,000.
Okay, so she's vacated the premise?
She has not, Your Honor.
Oh,
She's
okay.
still living there.
And what was the monetary amount sought one more time?
We're seeking $1,000 for attorney's fees. We're not seeking any back due rent.
Okay. Thank you. Ms. Moore, you have an opportunity. Did you wish to testify and tell your side of this?
Yes, I'm about to testify.
If you'd raise your right hand, ma'am. In the
Right here.
testimony you give in this hearing, you promise to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Nothing but the truth.
Thank you. Why don't you go ahead and tell me your side of this?
Okay, my side of the story. When the manager first started, I didn't know the manager. She brought Rachel outside. When she brought Rachel outside, I was sitting outside by myself. Her and Rachel came outside in the daylight. They didn't say nothing, so I got up. And when I got up, they went back inside. They went back inside. Well, I went back inside first, and they were still out there. So I don't know the manager. The manager's supposed to be new. So in Rachel perspective or something like that, or whatever the case may be, Rachel is going through a hormone. I asked Rachel, I said, Rachel, you need something, or whatever she not eating. I said, Rachel, you want some pickles or something like that for the hormone. So when I told X that, they had another man that I was helping up here, and I was cooking for him at night. And he asked, say, go ask Rachel, do she need something to eat? She looked at me like I was crazy.
I have no idea what she's talking about. It's apparently her defense, though. This is what she has to say for herself.
She thought I was.
Oh, and we get the video. They show the video on here, so that's yeah. Don't worry, we get to see it.
Giving her a pickle like a man's dick. And at the same time, after that, when I finished, I was walking up the hallway with the pot. She said, well, let me see how it tastes. You don't tell a woman see how it tastes. That's like giving a man, that's like telling a man, telling another woman, suck a man's dick. You understand that? So I was on the phone. What they talking about with Rachel and her problem. I was on the phone with somebody, and it was Valentine's. So she's like giving me the thumbs up, like, because she don't have no communication. So by me just talking to the people when they be like, hey, how you doing, or whatever the case may be, and we're just communicating in a group like that, and we'll go about our business. That's the case of the matter. So it's like you're not walking around and do your job. You're not walking around to do your job, and everybody see it. So when we out there, we talking, we communicating, go do your job and don't worry about nobody else. So it was one of these days or whatever the day, she was like, well, can you go knock on this person's door? So I said, okay, I'm going to knock on the person's door. So when I knock on the person's door, they didn't answer the door. So I sit down, in the lobby, because that's where we sit at, we're resting or whatever the case may be. We want to sit inside or we go somewhere. So she was like, can you go knock on it again? So I knocked on it again for her. And, this person's in a wheelchair. It's going to take a person a while to get out of the wheelchair. So that person didn't know that person was coming. And that person, he came out and he didn't know he was coming. So I'm not gonna do your job for you. So another sentence. The next sentence, the fire alarm went off. So we still sitting out there. Everybody just, a few people, we talking or whatever the case may be. And she come out and she said, you know where that's coming from? And we just looking like, okay, they have stoves downstairs because I'm in a dungeon way downstairs. And I don't know what's going on upstairs unless I go up there. That's not my job. So I say, it must be coming from the kitchen or it may be coming from downstairs. That's the only ones that have the stoves and whatever else they have up in it. So I was walking toward the kitchen. So when I was walking toward the kitchen, she was walking behind, on the side of me, like walking with me. So she heard me. Well, I raised my voice a little bit so the man can hear me because he had earplugs in his ear because that's the stove burning. So he was like, "Well, don't holler at me," and that's the case when you gotta just move out the way so I can turn it off. She's sitting up there, she just looking. You ain't gonna tell him nothing, and I'm doing your job for you. Look like I'm doing your job for you. So that's the problem right there. So besides that, and to drop that, what they're talking about with the stick, she's doing it again, like communication conversation. To some, on the phone, she eat behind a desk. She brought some food. You don't eat behind a desk, behind a computer. You don't do that behind a computer. She listens to music behind a computer. She's doing what she wants behind a computer. One day she was like, well, here, go listen to your music if y'all want to tell us something. And she's looking at me in the dark, in the dark. And, she's just getting up, like, just looking at me. What's on my face that you looking at? And, I'm like, I'm not going to do nobody's job. I didn't come here for nobody's psychiatrist. I'm doing my own psychiatrist. And last year I did the fifth.
Yeah, MB, I don't think that would help us. I don't think a transcript would help us at all. It still wouldn't make sense. But thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it.
I travel with family. Did the fifth. I travel with family. I'm on a treadmill at 7:30 in the morning, and nobody, a few people up and everybody sleep. They don't know I'm on a treadmill, so that's why my weight is going down. I'm going through a little hormone. So her little hormone against my little hormone, trying to give us some pickles or something, trying to help her, whatever the case. Everybody like trying to help us, something like that. And one lady's like, hell, she don't want to do a job anyway. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna sit up there and get put out. I've been helping people, not the kinds of my heart or whatever the case may be, helping folks, and I've been doing me. But the manager on her end, I don't know the manager. Don't come at me like that. And when I was working with somebody through a resume on a job, I'm professional, like a certified nurse. So with her, I'm working with her. The manager will come behind me because the assistant manager gave her a box, and they bring the box. They bring the box at any time of the day to fix on a building. So she walking behind me all lightly. She just walking, just all, creepy, not creepy. I ain't gonna say it like that. Just, just walking lightly.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. Just send me a message on Discord and remind me. I'll throw it in my drive and send you a link to it. But yeah, I don't mind sharing.
So the box won't fall. So I get to the lady halfway to the lady door. So when I get halfway to the lady door, the box get knocked over and it falls like she playing, the manager. You're gonna wait until you get in between a curve. You don't like driving to make the box fall, and whatever's in the box gonna fall, and it's gonna break in the box, and you're gonna have to pay for it too. So I thought it was somebody fell out their chair, or somebody just hit the floor. So knowing a person, they're gonna say something, and if their voice get louder, why it happened? Because you was walking behind me all lightly, and you're gonna wait until you get to the, to make the turn, to be playing kiki with the assistant that she have working on the first shift, and they playing. Do not play like, because I don't play like that. And if you needed help for me to help you, I would have. So besides with the manager, she playing in the dark with the light off. So the light, it's like ghosts. It's like ghosts, playing ghosts, like Whoopi Goldberg. So when I pass the office, and I don't mess with nobody like that. I don't tell nobody nothing. I do what I have to do. She playing with her little hair, like she have hair on her face.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, I need to object to this.
Yeah.
I want to let the defendant
That's
speak,
fine.
but none of this has anything to do with the 2 instances of conduct that were the reasons for the notice to vacate.
I understand that, but I'm just, excuse me, ma'am, I'm just explaining. And it's one more thing, and I'm just gonna close my mouth. The stick, when I went out there, and I just, even if I just started want to do it privately out there with him without nobody knowing, just to tell her, because I am not here to play. And if I had to do your job, I would have helped you or something like that. Say something because I'm good with the computer, whatever the case may be. The stick wasn't in my hand to hit her. The stick was in my hand just to calm my leave, whatever the case may be. Because for one, I'm tired. I'm going through that hormone. You know what I'm saying? And it was just in my hand, so it just traveled with me. So I'm like, raising it up, but I didn't hit her. But they didn't see when she braced up. And when she braced up, that made me, or whether she was listening at first. Because if she had to listen and just go whatever, go around the car, whatever, because she was kind of scared. How you gonna be scared to go around your car? What if somebody was jumped the gate and you didn't say, you would have got hit or something? That's what I'm trying to say. What if you would have got hit or something like that? She listened for a little bit and she was like, I'm tired of you. If you're going through a hormone too, you need to let the manager know that you're tired. Because I work myself, but I'm not working right now, but I was. So I'm like, it didn't hit her to hit her. She braced up at me, and that made me I slung the stick. But instead of me sitting up there trying to hit her, I grabbed her purse. When I grabbed her purse, she was like, yeah. So I just put it down. I throw it down, but I just put something nice, put it to the floor. You're not going to sit up there and play me and have me doing your job. So that's the point of the matter. If you don't want to do your job, you might as well find another job or let the manager know, or you need to, if you're tired or whatever the case may be, you need to go home and let the manager know. She going through a little hormone. She talking about she just got like, they had a man come. They have people come with their food. They had a man come. Do they have any nurses or whatever the case may be? I had to go look for her and stuff, look for her. And she just come out the restaurant talking about her stomach hurt. If your stomach hurt, you need to go home. And that's what I'm trying to say. It's a hormone thing. It's a little mental thing. And I did not sit up there and threaten the manager, because the manager should have came to me as a woman to my door and talked to me when the manager knocked on my door and I'm sleeping. I'm not sleeping, but resting. I'm the manager. Of course, we know you're the manager because you put the paper on the door and your name is at the bottom. And I already see if I need you, if I will tell you. And every time I go out there, I feel harassed by her. I know how to knock on the door for the assistant manager or whatever the case may be. And I'm going to talk the knock on the door. Every time I go out there, she knocking for me. I'm not handicapped. I'm not handicapped. I know how to knock or whatever the case may be. I don't need you to do it. That's like school. We don't go to the office for no or whatever, so no bull crap. If we need it in emergency, we will go.
Okay.
So I don't know the manager.
There's a video, Madam Clerk. Is it possible for us to see the video or not?
It is, Your Honor. Give me 1 second to screen share.
I'm not doing nobody else's job and I get paid.
Give me 1 second. It's still.
No communication skills.
Okay. 1 second. I'm gonna make it bigger on my side.
Don't remember how to say your name. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Boxes and pickles. There's a defense here somewhere. There is. We keep pickles in boxes. Got to. That's how they stay fresh. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it.
Gonna share.
And she giggling on the phone. Do that at home. Curling her hair in a phone.
Let me know if you can hear it. I'm not sure.
I did. I still haven't set it up yet, though. Sounds like I have to do that tomorrow. Yeah, I just haven't set it up yet. I do have a new mic. I kind of was lazy yesterday, and yeah. Okay, let's watch this video. I'll stop talking.
Or is it Miss True? Is it audio?
No, there's no
Okay.
audio.
She went around because she didn't see me. She didn't see me. She didn't know who I was. So when she didn't know who I was talking to her. And when I was talking to her, and you see her hand, she ready. And then when the man came, when she ran back in and the man came, he pulled her back and she came out the door and he pulled her back in the room. And she wanted to fight then. She going through a little hormone. And I was just talking to her when I was talking to her. I didn't raise up at her. And if I had to talk something like that, just whatever the case may be, so she won't lose her job. I said the manager called me. She looked at her. She was like, what you said? And I'm not going to let nobody raise up at me. She raised up at me. Look at her hand. Ready. And
Your
now,
Honor, as you
I'm
can
not
see in the video, it looks like the defendant was waiting on the other side of the car, and she came around the car at the staff member, was swinging the branch at the staff member, and the staff member was backing away with her arms up in a defensive position. And here you can see the defendant grabs the staff member's purse and
But I
attempts to
didn't hit
run
her.
away with it.
Okay.
That's just like, raising your hand up or whatever the case may be. If you're gonna listen, you're gonna listen. If you're not, you're not. That stick is gone. And that stick, I did that or whatever. I picked that stick up so it won't be on my brain. You gotta pick up something so, do like a puzzle or something. I've been having puzzle books. I've been having all
Okay,
types.
I believe that's the end basically of the video as well. She grabs her things and just walks away and gets in the car. The staff member does.
And she ran out, and
No
then
one's alone.
when she ran back in, the man came for the next shift. And when he came for the next shift, she ran right back out. And whatever the case may be. And she just ran out like she wanted to fight. But guess what? Let me tell you something. I'm about to close my mouth. When I tried to talk to her and she thought somebody was trying to do her something, she slammed the door in my face. I didn't try to do it, nothing. I was just talking, standing there talking. And if she had that's the mental of a female. She slammed the door so damn hard, everybody heard it. She should have went home. And somebody else was like, well, hell, she looked like she don't want to do a job. She need to go find another job. She act like she don't want to do it. And I'm cleaning up this little box, this little apartment, whatever it is, since last year. Giving stuff away. Y'all see that in the camera? It's all in the kitchen. The laundry room. And I'm still doing it. I'm about to slow down.
And I'm going to object again to relevance. I'm not sure what the defendant is speaking
All
out,
right,
but again, it's
because I'm doing it on my own. I'm doing my own thing. I don't have the time to do that. Somebody else's job.
Yeah, see what Jenna, we don't understand is the judge needed he had to take a day off of watching his stories and come out of retirement. This is just as entertaining as watching his stories. So he's just letting it play out. That's all it is.
That's our hormone. Already.
It's painfully obvious to me that the landlord-tenant relationship is dissolved to such an extent that,
communication conversation that she don't have. She don't have no communication skills. All on the phone.
That be that
behind a computer. That's
as
not my
it
business.
may, I think based on all of that, the parties need to have physical distance between them. So we're going to award the plaintiff judgment for possession and the fees sought. And we'll send everyone a copy of the judgment. But there's no way it's more, I don't know why you'd want to live in a place like this where the relationship is deteriorated to this extent. But anyway, we'll award plaintiff judgment in the amount sought. Thank you all.
Your Honor, what's the bond?
$2,000.
Okay.
It's next. Next is CRP.
All right. That's it. That's all I got. Yeah. You're welcome for that last one. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It was yeah, it was interesting to say the least. Anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate it. Biggin, thank you so much for the raid. All the Biggin raiders, you guys are awesome. Mods, thank you. Super chats, gifted memberships, and membership milestones. Thank you so much for everyone's generosity this evening. Yeah. Yeah, hit the like button if you haven't. You know what? We got to raid somebody. Who are we going to raid? Is it? Oh, it is Booze and Body Cam. Okay. We'll go to Katie Zed. Booze and Body Cam tonight. All right. You guys are awesome. I will see you guys tomorrow. Yep. Tomorrow's Thursday. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I got nothing as far as the closing, so I'm just gonna end it. Go tell K4 and Katie that I said hello, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, bye.